Hello everyone. Before I begin, I actually want to show you guys something. It's actually an email that was sent to my girlfriend, and I want you to pay attention to what it says. You'll notice that on all caps, where is that? Where is it? In all caps, it says Ocean View Junior Suite King. Now, the reason I'm actually telling you this is earlier today, my girlfriend had actually planned a romantic getaway for me and her at the Hotel del Coronado. Now, it was actually kind of interesting because today I was doing some research to see what I was going to talk about next. And what I found is that a lot of times people romanticize the past. What I mean by that is this. Earlier, we actually saw I saw a picture on Facebook where it was of an old master trying to block a bow with his forearm like this. Now, anyone who's taken clinical anatomy knows that a stick coming down on the bone here called the ulna actually is going to be a fracture called the nightstick fracture. Now, some of these guys may have not known it. Sometimes they may have been taking pictures just to show something. Now, nice thing about modern days is we have a lot of technology and people can get information out. If things actually are the way they are, we can see it. If they're not, we can see something else. And one of the things that's nice about technology is we also have things that can measure. In that picture, for instance, it has someone blocking a bow with their hands, with their forearms. And what ends up happening is when you, if you were to do that, like I said, it would break. The reason I know is I actually put a sticker which actually measures pressure on the end of my bow, and I hit a tire with it. What I ended up finding is the forces were a little higher than what is actually recorded as a typical baseball bat swing. In essence, trying to stop a bow with your hands is like trying to stop a baseball bat swinging with your hands. Maybe it might be better than getting hit in the head, but it's going to do a lot of damage and probably break. Probably not the best way to do it. Now, the reason I actually showed you the king-size bed in a junior suite is, like I said, my girlfriend had originally planned a romantic weekend for my birthday. My birthday's coming up, so you can wish me happy birthday. I'd appreciate it. But what happened is something different. We had planned this weekend, and sometimes this is actually something else good in martial arts is sometimes plans don't happen the way they are. Now, I actually made notes of what actually happened to us at the Hotel Del. And later on, I actually went to Yelp and I actually found that a lot of people have been having these problems that we had. This is actually what happened. So she booked the hotel reservation with the hotel, and she actually talked to people at the hotel, and they helped make the reservation. She had actually said how she wanted to get a couples massages. She wanted to spend some time on the beach. She wanted to actually get a couple dinners there. And what ended up happening is when we got there, well, things actually changed. For instance, she didn't want me around because it was meant to be a complete surprise. Well, not complete, but partial surprise. So it took her about 36 minutes to check in. Now, the gentleman who was working, Dave C., he was talking to someone before. And what ended up happening is she was the next person up. She stayed there. On the other side of the line, someone came up. There was another line, and that person finished. The person behind her just went over, finished, and so a lot of people finished while this gentleman was talking to other clients. When she finally got up there, David C. told her that she didn't have a king-size bed, that she had reserved 2 queen for a romantic getaway. Yeah, maybe just at the Hotel Del, people it was built in the 20s, so it's maybe they expect people to still sleep in separate beds. But we won't go into that. Well, anyways, she had actually talked to the people about this, and when I actually came back and was trying to figure out why she was taking so long, she, again, like I said, she wanted me to wait somewhere else. She came in and she was saying that she had booked a king. As you can see, as you saw on the cell phone, yes, she booked a king, a junior suite king, supposedly with an ocean view. It was supposed to be a beautiful weekend, right? Well, I decided, look, you know what? We'll deal with this later. We'll go to the hotel room. So we go to the hotel room, and she was telling me it's supposed to have a great shower, where we can actually go in, and it's supposed to have a great luxury shower. Well, I went into it, and not quite a luxury shower. It was a bathtub, and an old bathtub, not a beautiful bathtub, but the generic old bathtub that you would find in a Motel 6. I'm not knocking Motel 6, but just saying it's not, if you're paying a lot of money for a hotel, you expect something like the Palace Hotel in San Francisco, not something that you would compare to a motel. Well, when I saw this, I saw my fiance, and I could see that she was distressed. She had planned everything. And when I actually did this, I decided to call and talk to a manager. Now, I should mention that they had actually given me a card before here, and they told me that, yes, this is a manager you want to talk to. And I said, okay, I'll call him tomorrow. They had actually told me, oh, he's not going to be in tomorrow. You have to wait till Monday. I thought that was really odd, but okay, I was going to go to our room and check in. Now, like I said, when I see my girlfriend's upset with the bathroom, I call. I need to see a night manager. It took them over a half hour to find me the night manager. Nobody knew where the night manager was. As I continued to talk, we ended up finding other stuff. Now, if you ever stay in a luxury hotel, there's things you expect, especially in a suite, junior suite, whatever. You expect robes. Apparently, the Hilton Corporation doesn't give robes in the Hotel Del. And the Hilton Corporation, I was told, is the one who's in charge of managing. Well, as I called again, I asked, okay, how can you fix this? And I called the manager, and then they actually bounced me from person to person for about 6-7 people. Nobody knows where the manager is. They just bouncing me around, just, I guess, for fun. Then they actually put me on hold. I come back, oh, can you hold again? I come back, and oh, can you hold again? I said, no. I said, tell the manager to call me. At this time, I was a little on the upset part, I will admit. So I walked down, and I asked to speak to a manager. Again, I'm told, no, there's no managers. So I give them my card, and I tell the manager to call me as soon as he gets here. In fact, I'd rather them come to the hotel because we're expecting an ocean view, and it wasn't an ocean view, it was a partial ocean view. And if you go to the Coronado, you'll notice at the website, you'll notice that a partial ocean view is cheaper than an ocean view. And again, we have the 2 queen-size beds instead of a king-size. They kept on telling me, we don't have a king-size bed to give you. Now, I don't know why, because we have reservations for a little bit longer, and they weren't able to change it. Well, as we went on, at the end, I finally ended up talking to the manager. And at this point, I just wanted to leave. So I told her, you know what, just refund our money, we're leaving. So we left, we went to another restaurant, and I actually started thinking of how bad the Hotel Del is being run now. I mean, at one point, it was a luxury hotel. Movies were made there. It was actually supposed to be a great place. Now, under Hilton, oh, and by the way, I should mention that the night manager actually told me that they've been having these type of problems with Hilton. That Hilton actually sets up certain things, and then they don't get the results, I guess. I don't know. They don't get the reservations. Apparently, someone at Hilton should check in on that. They should actually talk to the director of front desk office, Mr. Kamika, which I wasn't able to talk to because apparently he doesn't work on the weekends. He only works on Monday. But if you go to Hotel Del during the weekend, that's who they tell you to talk to. Now, I actually feel kind of bad because, like I said, Mr. Kamika, I didn't get a chance to talk to him. He could be a great person. But what I can talk about is my experience with the Hotel Del. Now, we dream of certain things. We look at the past and we romanticize it. And maybe back in the days, this would have happened in the Hotel Del too. And now with big corporations taking over, well, that nobody really cares anymore. But anyways, my whole thing is, So our weekend ended up changing. Now, what are we going to do? Well, there's martial arts tells us that, when you have a plan, you always have to look at what happens if that plan doesn't work out. Always have a backup plan. My backup plan is actually going to be pretty good. I have a girlfriend I'm crazy about, fiance I'm crazy about, I should say. And my weekend's going to still be being with my fiance, enjoying her company, spending all the time I have with her, and maybe talking to some people on the phone. I don't know. But at the end of the day, it was a real learning experience. One of the things is this: there are a lot of beautiful and amazing hotels in San Diego. Some of them are actually really, really affordable, really beautiful, and have great views. I actually told someone the other day that one of my favorite hotels is called, I think it's called Bayview Hotel. It's actually in Shelter Island. Beautiful hotel. We actually stayed there during renovations for a little bit. There's actually, I've actually liked Viejas Casino Hotel. If you guys are interested in going in the desert. The thing, even in Temecula, there's in Paula, there's actually really nice casinos all over San Diego County. And so one of the things that ends up happening is, being a San Diego native, I do tend to visit a lot of the places here. But just like, there's 100 different customers, and apparently Hotel Del doesn't care about my money. There's a lot of hotels that do. And so, they'll take someone else's money and I'll go somewhere else. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it didn't come off as too whiny. And I'll see you guys next time. Please share if you can, and write any comments. If you actually, just out of curiosity, if you've stayed at the Hotel Del and you had similar experiences, let me know. Put it down in comments. I'm sure Hilton would like to know what's happening with their hotel chains. Take care.